Just when Adjoa began to feel safe, her past knocked on the door. They say emotional intimacy is powerful. But what happens when old wounds return? This is part 2. The lantern flickered between Adjoa and Kofi. Shadows danced on the mud walls of the small village room. Peace. Then, 3 slow knocks. Kofi stood. Adjoa's heart tightened. Something about the sound felt familiar. Too familiar. At the door stood a young boy holding an envelope.
"No return address," he said nervously.
The address, the boy say, "The man said you would understand." Her fingers trembled as she opened the letter. Just a few words. "I am coming back to Nsuta. We need to talk. Kwame." The man who confirmed her deepest fear. That everyone leaves. Kofi watched her expression change. He did not interrupt. He waited, because love that is patient does not demand answers. Later that night, she finally spoke.
"I never told you about him.
You don't have to carry it alone." Tears filled her eyes.
He made me believe I was chosen and then he vanished. No explanation, just silence.
Kofi listened. No jealousy, no anger, no control, just presence.
And then lost a knife not to break.
And now he's coming back?
I am afraid, not because I love him, but because I don't trust myself not to break.
2 days later, Kwame returned, older, regret written across his face. He asked to speak with her alone. Kofi did not protest. "Why aren't you angry?" she asked him before leaving.
Why aren't you angry?
"Because love is not control. If what we have is real, it will remain." Under the palm tree, Kwame spoke quickly. "I made a mistake. I was afraid. I regret leaving." She wanted to be understood.
You didn't just leave. You confirmed my worst fear.
"I am here now." She shook her head gently. "That is the difference. Kofi was always here." That evening, she returned home. Kofi was outside, repairing a wooden stool. He didn't ask what happened. He simply looked up, and in his eyes there was no fear, only quiet strength. She sat beside him, and she said, "I choose the man who stayed." He reached for her hand, not urgently, not possessive. And this time, their touch was not about romance. It was about peace. It is the return of what once broke you. And emotional intimacy is choosing the person who feels like home. Sometimes love is not tested by distance. It is tested by the return of what once broke you. And emotional intimacy is choosing the person who feels like home. Is choosing the person who feels like home. If this story touched your heart, like, comment, and subscribe to African Heartbeat. Because here, love is felt, not forced.